Easy work boxing, about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Since there ain't really much to talk about, what coming fights are not coming, I wanted to get on here and I want to talk about the guy that a lot of people worship in boxing, Floyd Money Mayweather. And this basically finna go at his ass about his claim of being the best ever. First, I'm gonna come on here and say I don't know how long my video gonna last, so if it cut off, I'm still gonna post it because I got to go in on Floyd. First, I gotta say, for all the people who are Floyd Mayweather fans, which I was a fan of his too, Floyd can never be nowhere near the #1 top pound for pound fighter that ever lived. And I always say this on my videos, Floyd has never been the undisputed champion. He has never held all 4 belts. I don't give a fuck how many divisions he won in. He has never won all 4 belts. Okay. Another thing I'm going to go in about, I believe Floyd, when he was at featherweight, was a weight bully. If you see how he was knocking people out when he was at his lower weights and he moved up and he couldn't knock people out, I think when he was at featherweight, he would train and work his way down. I think he was a lightweight that could work himself down into a featherweight and come in as a lightweight in the fights. Because when he moved up, you never seen Floyd knock nobody out no more. So that's one thing. The second thing is Floyd Mayweather is an avid steroid user. I have seen on a clip when he fought Shane Mosley, you can go back, when he go in the ring, he wipe his nose off soon as he get in the ring. Now in the dressing room, Leonard Ellaby is holding some powdery substance in a bag, and Floyd hits it twice. It's not cocaine. It was powdery steroids. Now a lot of people gonna say Floyd ain't on steroids, this, that, and other. That's bullshit. Why you think that? Because he got on now talking about he wanted to start the clean boxing program and all that shit. That was his disguise to make people think he wouldn't do it. Floyd is an avid steroid user, and he got caught when with the IVs at his house when he was versing when he was fighting Manny Pacquiao. First, we're gonna go down and talk about the cherry picks and the running that Floyd Mayweather did in his career. Which I just recently found this out. I didn't know this. A lot of people give him credit for Diego Corrales, right? But a lot of people don't know that Diego Corrales had to come down 30 fucking pounds to fight Floyd. And Diego Corrales went to prison the next day right after fighting Floyd. Now, a lot of y'all who don't know nothing about boxing, you're going to sit there and say, what the fuck they got to do with it? If you dropping all that weight is an issue in boxing. That's why he kept dropping Corrales from them punches. He ain't have no water in his head. He wasn't at his right weight. Floyd is a light puncher. When Floyd moved up, he couldn't knock nobody out. Whenever Floyd would come to fight a fight or a group of fighters that were in a weight class, Floyd will either move up or he will retire. He was supposed to fight Shane Mosley when Shane Mosley was at lightweight. When Shane Mosley moved up to welterweight, Floyd moved up to lightweight. What's another? Spatafora. This is a guy who his clips on YouTube where this guy was weighing Floyd ass out in sparring. Floyd didn't fight him. Vernon Forrest. I just watched Nate Campbell, and I didn't know this. And Floyd ducked Vernon Forrest. Nate Campbell said that even Roger Mayweather wouldn't allow Floyd to even spar Vernon Forrest. And if you don't know anything about Vernon Forrest was the guy who first whooped Shane Mosley ass twice. Because see, back in the day, Shane Mosley was that nigga. You see what I'm saying? I used to love Shane Mosley. I told you I've been watching this shit for a long time. Now, Costa Zoo, the guy who beat Zab Judah and became the undisputed champion. Floyd didn't fight him. Floyd was #2 pound for pound for 3 years, while Costa Zoo was pound for pound champion, undisputed pound for pound champion for 3 years too. Fight never happened. Floyd never fought Paul Williams. Uh, uh, if you don't know anything about Paul Williams, he's in a wheelchair right now. Great fighter, but Floyd didn't want no parts of him either. Margarito, it's a clip on YouTube where he says, "Oh, we're not in boxing to see fight the best, but he's supposed to be T.B.E. the best out there. But you blatantly said that you ain't in boxing to fight the best." All right. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, even when he retired and he came back out of retirement, which was from ducking fighters like Paul Williams and other fighters, he comes back and picks a fucking lightweight, Marquez, to come back as his comeback fight. He wouldn't fight nobody in his own weight class to come back and win. I don't see how people get caught up. I don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on this man or nothing like that. I always tell y'all, nigga money ain't doing shit for me. I'm gonna be real about. I used to be a Floyd Mayweather fanatic until I started finding out the truth about this dude. Floyd has the skills to pay the bills. Floyd is a great fighter, but Floyd has ducked a lot of champions out there, and he is cherry picked a lot of his fights. Half of the people on his resume, you don't really even know. You never even heard of. He got people like Sean Mitchell. He fought Corley. Corley almost beat him. Castillo, which a lot of people say Castillo beat Floyd. I ain't gonna lie like that. I watched that fight about 3-4 times. I still had the same thing. Floyd won both of them fights. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie just to make my videos credible. To me, Floyd won that fight. But one fight that I do say he did lose, and they gave it to him, was him versus Marcos Maidana, the first fight. Floyd lost that fight. If you go back, half of them punches that they gave Floyd credit for did not land. Did not land. Marcos Maidana beat Floyd Mayweather, and that's why he gave him his rematch. Well, it's so many fighters that he did not fight. Oh, then, like I said in one of my videos, Zab Judah. As you seen, Zab Judah could outbox Floyd if he really wanted to. I ain't taking nothing from Floyd. Floyd's skills and his ability beat Zab Judah. But Zab Judah just came off a loss from Costa Zoo, the other guy that Floyd ducked. You see what I'm saying? So, for all this talk that Floyd been running around, you know, I'm T.B.E, I'm the best ever, saying he better than Muhammad Ali, he better than Sugar Ray Robinson. Get the fuck out of here. If you was to switch time periods and put Floyd in it back when Sugar Ray Robinson was fighting, Floyd would be 0-50. Those were different type of men back then. Them dudes trained totally different. Them dudes drunk blood, you know what I'm saying? Like got beef and drained the blood and used to drink it and train and shit. These was real fighters back then. You know what I'm saying? Floyd wouldn't have stood a chance in those days. He wouldn't have stood a chance in probably in the 80s in the 70s against Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard. All them guys would have beat him, man. Floyd is talented, but Floyd ain't as great as everybody think he is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I used to be a Floyd fanatic. I watched this dude videos all day, every day. I thought he was an unstoppable force. But you know, as a minute, you know, you're going to start seeing certain things and you just going to catch on to it. Floyd is full of shit. Floyd tarnished his legacy anyway when he chose to fight McGregor. And they actually gave this man a 50-0 for fighting a fucking MMA fighter. A lot of y'all gonna get and say, oh, he made a lot of money off of it though. Fuck the money. It ain't about the money when it's in boxing. He tarnished his motherfucking legacy. They shouldn't, and then to say he done caught up with Rocky Marciano because he had 50-0 when you fought a fucking MMA fighter, get the fuck out of here. Then the fight before that, he gonna fight Andre Berto when you got Keith Thurman out there, who was your mandatory for 2-3 years. Sean Porter. You see what I'm saying? Then not Errol Spence, but Adrian Broner. The only reason he co-signed and got beside Adrian Broner so nobody would ask Adrian Broner to fight him. See, that's what Adrian Broner don't understand. I don't know why he's so caught up on his brother shit. Floyd, like I say, Floyd is not his fucking brother. Floyd just didn't want nobody to ask him to fight him. That's all it was. He fought Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Miguel Cotto, Drain Canelo Alvarez. I mean, come on, how is the dude fucking T.B.E? Somebody please explain to me. How is this the best fighter that ever lived when he done fought old opponents? He done drained opponents to beat them. Then I'm for sure that when he was at featherweight, he was a lightweight that would drain down, that would go down to featherweight and come in as a lightweight. That's why he had so much knockout power. I mean, go back and look at how thick he was against his opponents. Look at his body size against his opponents. Floyd was a fucking lightweight who could train and go down to featherweight and get in the ring and beat people. Now, I'm looking at my time on the video. I told y'all if it cut off, it cut off. I'm not going to restart my video. This whole video, I'm just going to go in on Floyd. You know, because it's crazy how people they're not attracted to the boxing part of Floyd. They're attracted to his money. You see what I'm saying? As far as a businessman in boxing, he the T.B.E of that because ain't nobody never made that much money as he has. But when it comes to fighting, boxing, there's no way fucking possible Floyd could ever be number one. Floyd ain't even in the top 10. I don't understand that shit. Why you think all the commentators and stuff get at Floyd ass every time he would win a fight and always fuck with him like, why ain't you fighting this fighter? Why ain't you fighting this fighter? Because they knew that Floyd was fucking cherry picking. Every time it would come a situation where Floyd would have to fight a number of good fighters, he would move out of that division or he would retire. Every time. Every time. Floyd, I mean, even in the Pacquiao fight, Floyd did not want to fight Pacquiao. Go back and look at how he would look when they were doing the press conferences. Floyd was up there angry, looking scared. Even his daddy told him in the fight, you out there fighting like you scared. Floyd had to take that fight because of the low ratings that he was getting with Showtime, especially with the Robert Guerrero fight. Showtime told him, bro, you're going to have to go back out here and get our money. And he signed that contract. He was on the contract with Showtime. He didn't have a choice. Take your ass out there and go fight Pacquiao and get us our motherfucking money, man. We ain't playing. And first, I got to say this for my video end. Floyd is a motherfucking Mason. Okay? A lot of celebrities are Masons. Floyd gave up that dude who was rapping for him, Earl Hayes and his wife. A lot of people don't know that Floyd was on the phone the day they had died, watching that situation when that man killed them. Floyd is demonic than a motherfucker. Let me say you something. So in order to be a millionaire on this earth, you have to step on a lot of heads and fuck over a lot of people to get to the top. And Floyd has done that. Now, I know I'm jumping off the issue up, but I'm just letting you know Floyd is a low-down motherfucker. Floyd would do anything for $1. I'm telling you. Floyd would slit probably one of his children's throat to get another $1 billion if he was to go broke. Because once you get it to an image, to keep that image up, you'll do anything. Floyd would never go broke. And I'm not saying he can't, but he'll never allow himself to ever be put in a newspaper like, let's say, 50 Cent going broke. He'll never let that happen. He'll give up his uncle. He'll give up Roger for a sacrifice before that shit happens. Now, I know I'm going deep into the Illuminati and all that, which I don't believe the Illuminati. They all Masons. The Illuminati is just a forefront to get people to think otherwise. It's all Masonic. That's all it is. But, like I said, Floyd Mayweather is 49-1. I ain't gonna count that McGregor bullshit. Okay. Like I said, Marcos Maidana beat that ass the first fight real easy. I even seen a clip after the pre-fight with that white girl who always with him with the glasses. Floyd looked like he was wanting to cry because he knew in his heart he got his ass whooped by Marcos Maidana. Now, I will say one legitimate fight that he took was against Gennaro Hernandez. He went and fought that fight. He won that fight. You know, I give him full credit for that fight. But half of them fights he fought, Sean Bay Mitchell, Philip Endow, Bruce Sells, the little dude that fought like Cotto, then passed down his 17th fight when he took the belt from Gennaro Neres. All them was tomato cans, so all this top of the line shelf that he tells people he done fought, he hasn't. He loves to say, I beat 22 champions. No, you beat 22 fucking title holders. You are not a champion until you hold all 4 motherfucking belts. Something he's never did. Which Keith Thurman has said that Floyd Mayweather will never be TBE until he holds all 4 belts. He has never did. I don't give a fuck if he could line all them green belts up and down the street of his house. He ain't got no motherfucking rainbow, do it. He ain't got all the black, the red, the maroon. He ain't got all them belts. You see what I'm saying? So to all these people who are out here, riding the Floyd Mayweather coattail, I don't know why you're doing it, and it really shows that you don't know shit about boxing. You're just a fanboy, because Floyd really is not that special of a fighter that people think he is. Great talent, great skills. I love I love his pullback counter, and I love his jab to the body. His jab to the body should be put in the history books of boxing, because I have seen Floyd get guys off his ass from that punch. Even Maidana. I've seen Maidana suck in his gut after a hit from that. So Floyd has all the skills, but Floyd is not TBE. Floyd will never be above Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Louis Armstrong, Jack Johnson, and a lot of people say, to me, the greatest heavyweight of all time is Jack Johnson. No disrespect to Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was a great fighter, and he did a lot of things that the public will say that was out there, which I know the truth about Muhammad Ali. He was a Mason too. But in the public eyes who don't know anything, they'll say that because he gave a lot of black people pride and stuff, but y'all don't know about what he was doing behind the table and all that shit. But so to me, Jack Johnson was the greatest heavyweight of all time. And I say that because you can do all the shit you want, you can speak all you want, but for a black man in damn the 1920 to be whooping ass or surrounded by 20,000 white people, fucking white women, and got a mouth full of gold, and then get in the media and say what the fuck he want to say, and say that can't damn white man tell him who the fuck he gonna sleep with, that's the greatest motherfucking heavyweight champion of all time to me. And if I could go in more, to me that's the greatest fighter that ever lived, Jack Johnson, because that was a man beyond a man. But this nigga Floyd Mayweather, the guy who was scared to fight motherfucking Manny Pacquiao, talking about steroids, when he been taking them his whole motherfucking career too, get the fuck out of here. How did Floyd know that this man was on steroids, but no other boxer knew that? Because he was taking them too. He was taking them too. Floyd, oh my God. It is just really sad and pathetic on how people get caught up in the illusion of money. You see what I'm saying? Yes, Floyd has all the money. Just think about it. Who is Floyd? What fighter has Floyd really fought that was at that black fighter or any fighter that was at the right time, the right age, and at the right moment for Floyd? Somebody tell me that. Name one fighter. They were at the same age, in their prime, same weight division. Floyd didn't drain them down in weight. Somebody tell me that. You can't tell me that. Because Floyd is a fucking cheater. Floyd was a fucking cheater. His whole fucking career. They managed his career well. And the illusion that he put up to people who don't know nothing about boxing. You see what I'm saying? He managed his career well. He ducked so many fighters. So many good fights. And then not to mention he lost Vegas, boy. Floyd ain't never since the last fight he fought out of Las Vegas was against Ricky Hatton. Every fight that he has fought has been in Las Vegas. A lot of people don't know this. Floyd has spies going around watching you in the gym, all types of shit. He picked your gloves. Then with this valor testing shit that he paid for, that they don't test him like they test other people. Floyd send them folks to your house while you train at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. You sleep. By the time you get into the fight, you don't even want to fight. You just want to get your payday and go the fuck home. That's what Andre Berto was saying. Floyd get in your head before the fight from the shit that he do. It's hard to train for a fight when I got to worry about losing 30 pounds. Then you send the motherfuckers to my gym. You send the motherfuckers to my house. You got spies coming to the gym watching every motherfucking thing I do. You probably paying a motherfucking coach of mine to just so you can win. Come on, man. Come on, man. That shit ain't boxing, man. That shit ain't real, man. There ain't no shit that they was doing back in the day, man. That was back in the day. When you fought a motherfucker, you ain't finna send nobody to go to this man gym paying motherfuckers to watch him fight. You just watch tape. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here. Man, it's easy work boxing. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Please subscribe to the video. And you know what I'm saying? Just help a nigga out. I'm trying to come up. But I had to get on here, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I was a Floyd fanatic. But I was off his skills. I didn't really go into his background of the fights he ducked and the people he ducked and the things he would do behind the ring. Why you think he go through, like I said in one of my videos now, why you think he goes through so much hell now? Why you think his fighters be getting robbed or so-called robbed and belts be getting took away from his fighters? Because when Floyd was on top, Floyd was doing a lot of bullshit in boxing that they didn't like. And they still don't like Floyd to this day. And they gonna keep doing his ass like that. Let me tell you, and you can tell Floyd is on some fucked up shit. Look at his stable. The only person he really go, and he's bird feeding his fighters. He buys them cars and shit. That's bird feeding. If any, you know, we from down south. That's where like a motherfucker got their hand now. You know how birds come to your hand and you feed them out your hand. That's what Floyd doing right now. Buying Tank Davis cars and jewelry. No, I want my motherfucking check. Maybe I don't want no car. Maybe I don't want no mother. Maybe I get rides to the gym. Or maybe I want to stack my bread. I don't need no motherfucking chain. Give me my money. See, Florida, y'all good, man. In order to stay on top and to keep money, you have to fuck people over. And Floyd is fucking them boys over. The only person he's something they're really riding with is Tank Davis. That's it. And when Tank lose, Tank ass can get the fuck on just like everybody else. Tank ass gone out the way. He got a lot of fighters over there on this stable ain't fighting. Jalen Love, Ishai Smith, T.B.E. He got rid of one dude, Arias, because they had he said something, I can't remember what happened. Something happened in the gym and the boy said one right. Floyd unsigned him. This nigga's a fucked up person, man, and a coward in the ring. A coward in the ring, draining fighters. Fighting fighters when they over in age. But then you got the nerve to get up here and talk about them, you the best ever. You the best ever. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Easy work boxing. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gone, y'all. Thank you for your time.